it's me. I'm back doing what I love to do, which is reviewing shows, movies, whatever it is. If you're new here, my name is Teresa. Thank you so much for coming to my live video. I'm doing it live because I want to interact with y'all about what my thumbnail says. This new show on Netflix called The Deliverance. Um, Am I really a horror movie girl? Absolutely not. But I had quite a few people tell me that they want me to review The Deliverance. Now, I will do the best that I can. Okay, I will do the best that I can because um, me and horror don't really mix that well. So do me a favor if you do come in here and you're coming to chill with me, because I am doing it live, because I want to react with y'all to see. I want to talk to you guys to see how you liked The Deliverance. And I want to, we want to go back and forth about it. So pull up a seat, pull up a drink. I got a pineapple mango refresher, no alcohol. It's just Tropicana pineapple mango. So good. This is it right here. That's my pineapple mango Tropicana refresher. So pull that up, get yourself a drink. Let's sit down and let's talk about this old crazy Lee Daniels movie called The Deliverance. Can you please give me a thumbs up? And if you're new here, I would love for you to become a part of the family by subscribing. Give me a thumb. Oh my gosh. I am back on. I think my internet is going to be giving me trouble. So if it happens too much, I apologize. I apologize. So, like I was saying before something else happened, like I was saying, I'm going to be live reviewing The Deliverance, the Lee Daniels film that is on Netflix right now. Um, it is based off of a true story. So that's why I actually decided to watch it as best I can. Now, I don't really like horror like that. So there were some things I would turn the other way and look through the side eye. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I don't want to see it head on. I don't want to see evil head on. But, anyways, I can kind of give you the gist of it. So that's what we're going to talk about. It is a Lee Daniels film on Netflix. It just went on 2024. So I think it's been out a few weeks. Hey, T, what's up? Hey, Jaden, thanks for coming in. Tree, I'm talking about the Deliverance, girl, on Netflix. It is based off of a true story. I'm sure that they did some things that's gonna embellish maybe the way it went down to make it movie ready. You know how they do that? They make it a true story, but they have to add things to get people's attention. So they might have did that. You know what I mean? And Lee Daniels is the director. Hey Tracy, what's up, girl? Let me see Tracy and Tree in the building. Hey, Tracy, did you see The Deliverance? Did you, Tree? I know you seen it. The Lee Daniels film on Netflix. Oh my goodness. So let me tell y'all some of the people in the cast so that if you haven't seen it, you may go and watch it. Oh, you did, Tracy. Good, good. Did you like it? So I'm not a horror movie girl. So it was a little hard for me to watch. I'm not really into demons and taking repossessing your body and all that, but I did want to see this because one, I love Monique as an actress, and I wanted to see this girl, Glenn Close. I wanted to see Glenn Close, and the girl, what's her name, Asia Audrey Day, that played the main character. So I was like, okay, what's this going to be about? So that's what got me watching it. So Andra Day played Ebony. She's a single mother of three kids living in Indiana, and she had bought a new house out there, and she discovered there's some demonic spirits in the house. But she didn't find that out till later. You know what I mean? Hey, Nay, welcome in, Nay. Did you see The Deliverance? I'm on here. I'm about to talk about it a little bit, and just see where everybody's head is. I decided to do it live so that y'all can let me know what y'all thought about the movie. I did. It was so hard for me to watch, right? Um, but it was really good. That's what I said, Teresa. I feel like if a demon is taking over the person's body, I don't really got to look at that head on. I could be like this. That's me. Like what? You know, I'm looking from the side of my face, type of, like that. I'm that girl. I hate to admit it. But Andra Day plays a single mother of three kids. They move into a house in Indiana. Now it looks like Andra Day, is that her name? It looks like she's a mother that used to drink too much, maybe even doing drugs. Not that great of a person. I think in this show, she's trying to do better, and guess who plays her mother, which was very controversial on social media? Glenn Close, the old white lady Glenn Close that's been in every movie, respected actress. That's why I told y'all in the beginning, pull up with your drink. This is pineapple mango refresher, Tropicana, no alcohol, but it's still good because we're going to talk about it. So it was very controversial on Instagram and TikTok. I seen everybody saying, why did they get Glenn Close, an old white lady, to play a black hood mother? That I want to say that's a good question. Why did they choose her? If anything, she could have played the character Monique played, which is the caseworker for the kids, from people reporting her as a bad mother. They could have switched roles, and Monique could have played the girl's mother that was hood and ratchet and had a history raising her own kids. Let me see what Tree said. I couldn't understand why the mother took so long to check why that smell was coming from the basement. Yeah. Then I realized that alcohol kept her from being aware. Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying, Tree. She was drunk a lot of the times. And that's what Glenn Close, her mother, was trying to tell her, like, girl, you need to calm down. Oh, let me tell y'all who else was in this movie. So Monique was in it, the comedian. She was a white woman who had a daughter with a black man. Oh, see, when I seen it on social media, they were saying they had her as a character of a hood black mother. And they were all up in arms about, why is Glenn Close playing a hood black mother? They should have just gave Monique that role. And it was a big thing. I seen it before I even seen the movie. But what you're saying makes more sense. I get that. You know, so yeah, Monique's in it. Omar Epps is in there for a little bit. He's not a main character. Y'all remember Miss Lawrence, the one that used to be with what is his name, Mr. J, or hairdresser J from the reality shows. Miss Lawrence was on there. Tasha Smith, I love Tasha Smith. She played the pastor. Anthony P. Jenkins is a young man who played the main character. I don't know him from anything, so he's a new actor to me. If you guys have seen him in something, let me know. And Awana Ellis Taylor, I've seen her acting before, and she played the social worker. So it looks like they moved into this house, right? Her and her kids. And then strange things started to happen. Now, Glenn Close, the mother, notices some things. The main character notices some things. The mother of the kids. But I guess she just kept like ignoring it. Wouldn't you say, Tree? Like she would go to the basement, she would smell something, she would just close the door. She would get an eerie feeling, she would just close the door. Mind you, there's demonic spirits living all through this house from something that happened in the past. Now, there is spoiler alerts in this review because that show Ben came on weeks ago and I'm just now reviewing it. So everybody should have seen it by now if you want to see it. You know what I mean? So there will be some spoilers. So, you know, so sometimes you can feel when something isn't right, but she still wasn't really paying it much attention until her son started acting different, the littlest boy. And he was feeling it and seeing it too. Let me see what Tree's saying. No, she grew up in the hood and dated black men. Remember when the daughter said to her mom that know how many black D's, yeah, know how many black D's you have had. You are still white trash, something like that. Yeah, she did. She did check her about it a lot. That's true. So why, Tree, why was it blowing up all over the internet that they had Glenn Close playing a black mother? They had me thinking Glenn Close played the black mother, and why would they give that older white woman the role of playing a black mother? That didn't make sense, right? But now that you said that, you're absolutely right. She wasn't trying to play a black mother. She was an older white lady with a past with black men. I get it. And a lot of the main characters, who the main character is Andra Day, but her character's name was Ebony. A lot of Ebony's problem was her past from what Ebony was saying. Now, what she should have noticed is how her son was starting to act different. That's what I would have noticed. Misinformation or not understanding. Yeah, because it was all over the internet, Tree, all over the internet. So when your kid starts acting different, don't you start to pick up on that? Like, I don't know. I just felt like she wasn't really getting it. And truth be told, I didn't see nothing really happening in this show outside of it being a regular show until 40 to 45 minutes in. Y'all tell me, the ones who've seen it, do you agree or you don't agree? I thought it was just a regular storyline for a while there. It wasn't nothing happening. I didn't feel like there was anything unusual. The three kids were there, the mother, the grandmother, they were going to school, a little bit of bullying happening on the way, but I didn't think there was anything out of the way except for 45 minutes in. Then the juicy stuff starts happening. So I was like, okay, it was a little slow getting going. But once they started going, baby, it was taking off. You know what I'm saying? So the son starts acting different. The other kids are like, what's going on with him? Why is he doing this? What was his name? Let me look at my notes. His name is Andre Jackson in the show. The way she cussed her mother out had me shook. Yeah, she did disrespect her, Therese. She did disrespect her. I was like, ooh, what is going on? What is going on? Hold on. It was crazy. She definitely did not have any love for her mother. Not really. Now the kids knew that the grandmother was more tapped in than she was. Because you remember, Tree, the grandmother was saying stuff like, you got to put the cross up, that there was something happening in that house. Then there was that lady kind of following them around, looking all weird and creepy, and things the son started doing, which affected the other kids. Because you remember, the older son was doing stuff too. He's all of a sudden trying to choke his little brother in the bathtub. It just seemed like after 45 minutes, pandemonium started happening. The little baby, the youngest son, was staring at stuff crazy. It was just so weird. Then you started seeing the demons that were possessing their bodies coming forth. They even got a hold of Glenn Close, the mother. And I don't think Audrey Day really was shook about her mother until she lost her mother. So those demons were fighting. So apparently it took the story back to when the people that used to live in there was regular innocent people. And apparently back at that time, that house possessed that family too. And one of them killed everybody else in the house years earlier. So that's how the demons keep, whoever moves in that house, the demons kind of follow you. So Audrey started finding out about, Ebony started finding out about the family before them, and the family, she started getting the story. Transformation of spirits. Yes, that's a good word for it, Tree. The way she called them, yeah, that was terrible. Hey, Leo, what's up? How you doing? Talking about the Deliverance, child. Oh my God, that horror flick on Netflix, Leo. The one by Lee Daniels, and he had Monique in it, Audra Day. It was just a true story at that. That's the thing, Tree, that's really scary about it. This transforming of spirits, or this demon people from the past taking over your body and trying to kill everybody you love in the house. They were trying to kill each other. They were trying to kill the mother. They were trying to kill the grandmother because of the demons from the past possessing their body and coming out and doing it. That was so crazy. That's why I was looking from the side. Hey, Boss Life, what's up? Thank you for coming to my live talking about the Deliverance. Gio, did you see the Deliverance on Netflix? Thank you for coming. Yes, yes, Leo, demons. Leo, I was watching the show like this. It's a new movie by Lee Daniels on Netflix. Basically, an all black cast, except for Glenn Close, was a white lady. I thought that everybody was mad that she was a white lady playing a hood black lady. But that wasn't the case. My girlfriend in the chat just told me that no, she was a white lady who back in her younger days screwed with a lot of black men. That's how she got her biracial daughter, who was the main character on the show, Audrey Day, and they call her Ebony on the show. So the real house was finally torn down by the city. Oh, really, Tree? And this is supposed to be a true story, y'all, out of Indiana. So they're moving into a new house. A single mother with 3 kids moving into a new house. I think the youngest kid is probably, Tree, I want to say like 8. And then she got 2 teenagers. And all of a sudden they're in there and things start happening in the house. Like the younger boy is looking possessed. He will be sitting there in his room, kind of looking off into space like that. I can't even do it, child. But and he would try to kill one of his siblings out of nowhere. It was so bizarre. And when the demons got inside of him and he really started going crazy, there was another character that would follow them around. Apparently, she's the person that tries to get the demons out of your body. Yeah, look it up. It's on Netflix. And so I thought she was weird. I didn't know, you know what I mean? And Monique, the comedian, plays the caseworker of the single mother. She's been following her because she used to get reported and go in and out of jail and stuff like that for her alcoholism, her drugism. So she always would come to the house to check on the kids. Although Monique was playing the caseworker, she was playing a little bit of a hood caseworker. Like she would come in there and put her feet up and talk smack and, that type of thing. Glenn Close was playing the mother of Audrey Day. who was in there telling her daughter, you better watch these kids, something's going on. Next thing you know, the kids' bodies are being possessed. There's some kind of kids from the past that died in that house. I guess they killed each other, came through the body and was making the kids attack each other. It was like crazy. All of a sudden, you see one of the teenagers drowning his little brother. Now, this is a true story. What the demon is making him keep his little brother underwater to try to kill him. They had already killed Glenn Close's character, so the demons were making them do stuff. And the demons are a family that used to live in there years before that all got murdered. So it was just a bizarre, it was just bizarre. There was a family that lived there first, and they were, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. And they were all murdered by their son, who was tormenting the little boy. Right. And this being a true story kind of freaks you out a little bit. That's what makes it even more creepy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And he did. He literally was choking his little brother in the tub. And there was so much other stuff coming when the Glenn Close character got killed. I don't know. She came back as some kind of demon too. Like everybody was a damn demon. And like I said, I didn't look at it head on, but I can tell it is a really, really good movie because it's a true story. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would have particularly watched this. Because I typically do not do horror. It is definitely not what I review. I review reality shows. I review movies I like, but they're usually pretty lighthearted. But because it's a real story, I wanted to know what was going on. So finally, Audrey Day, the mother, thank you, Leo. So finally, the mother gets her own head out of her butt, believing that the lady who's trying to help her, she started to believe her that her kids are possessed by a family that lived in there years ago that all got murdered. So she finally starts believing it, and she starts asking her, how do I fight these demons? They said, she told her, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to not be scared. You're going to have to fight back. You know what I mean? And so she just was like telling her, you got to get in with the gritty, the grind, and get your kids, or they are going to be forever possessed. Which I thought was a really good way to tell her, do or die, but you better get in here, fight these demons, and get them back. I think at one point she was screaming at the demons that were in her kids. They were coming through so much that she could communicate with them. You know that's something when somebody take over your body so much that they're talking to you. Like, what? You're talking to me, you know? The basement part of when the mother had to fight herself was crazy, Tree. The mother had to go down in the basement, and that's when I turned my head because I don't do basements, you know. So, but I did hear all the commotion of the mother fighting herself to just fight these spirits that's in her house. But I tell you what, though, through it all, after all the fighting, losing her own mother, Tree, I believe the lady who was trying to help her, didn't she die as well? Now, the caseworker, Monique, didn't die, and her pastor was Tasha Smith. I love Tasha Smith. That was good, but Tasha was telling her, I can't do anything for you. But I think through it all, through all the demons coming and all of that, I think she got her kids back. She was able to save her kids, you know, and I guess going forward, things were better. But to me, they still, my girlfriend said that they burnt their house down because this is a true story. But for a while there, I think that it just kept going on. Whoever buys the house, this is a problem. You know what I mean? The spirit killed the preacher. Okay. Oh, girl. Right. But wasn't the spirit inside of like one of her people, her mother or somebody like that? Anyway, y'all, it's a really deep, it's a really deep horror movie in a way. It took 45 minutes for it to even start doing that kind of stuff. So I feel like it's watchable. I wouldn't let my kids watch it now. No, kids ain't watching no demons, no nothing. But if you are a person who likes this type of suspense, then this is the movie for you. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about it. Like I said, I turn my head a lot, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But I could tell and hear that there was a lot going on with her trying to fight and keep her kids, to not lose her kids to these demons. She even had to fight herself, you know what I mean? But she did lose her mother, which was unfortunate because the demons did kill her mother. And I remember looking sideways thinking, why is the mother now coming back as some kind of a devil person or something? Like, it was a lot. It was a lot for me, you know. I don't know how much of a review it is. Thank you, boss. Like, she put high. Oh, she must be talking to Leo. Okay. But it's a true story. So I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to see who else had seen it. And I wanted to see what y'all thought about it. You know what I mean? Your comment got a heart from Veronica. I don't know who that is. But yeah, so I thought that it was a good show. I really did. I got other movies that I'm watching that I will be talking about. I am going to eventually get back to reviewing what I love, which is certain reality shows and things like that. Um, I don't want to go too much into this show because, like I said, if you ain't sitting there wide eyed and looking at it, then I hey 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 hey. All right, y'all. Sorry, my internet is being real janky tonight and it's getting on my nerves. But that's okay because I just wanted to come on real quick and see if you guys have watched The Deliverance on Netflix, to see what your thoughts is. It's not the best review because I didn't really watch it in as full as I should have. Looking through your fingers and turning your head and all that is not the best time. That's not the best way to review a movie. So I'm gonna stay with my lane and not interview shows that I'm scared to watch. You know what I mean? So, hey, House of X, what up? What up, y'all? I was trying to review this show on Netflix. My internet is acting janky. I was watching it through my fingers, so it might have not been the best idea, but it is a good idea for content and showing my face and trying to get people's notification bell to let them know that I'm trying to get back on YouTube. So I gotta stick with my lane because horror movies just ain't for me. A whole body coming through a face of a little boy going, ah, whatever he was saying, I'm gonna kill you, I hate you all. You know how they change their voice coming through the person's face, a whole nother face. That is not me. That is not my judge. I can't do it. My girlfriend gave y'all some good information in the chat because she watched it full on. I don't know how she did it, but it did take 45 minutes for it to even get going. So it wasn't that bad. I'm just a little punk. I really am. you know. So that's what I was watching today. That's what I was talking about today. And that was the Deliverance. I don't think my internet is going to be good to me. So I'm going to get off of here and start editing some other videos that I want to get up. So thank y'all for coming. Sorry about the internet. And I don't think it's going to work in my favor today, y'all. So hopefully you'll thumbs this video up if you can. You don't even got to share it because the internet's been acting up. So you don't even have to worry about that. But thumbs it up anyways. And it is what it is, I suppose. All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and holla at me, and I'll see y'all in your videos. Bye. Before the internet shuts off again. All right.